welcome to High Growth with HTDC. I'm your host, Cindy Matsuki. HTDC is the High Tech Development Corporation. We're the state's tech economic development supporter, and we support tech, innovation, entrepreneurship, and manufacturing. So we feature companies that are doing all those things on this awesome program. Before we meet our wonderful guests, I'd like to do some announcements for you. So, this month's Wetware Wednesday is going to be next week Wednesday, June 11th. Wetware Wednesday is our monthly networking event for software developers and engineers. This month's event is sponsored by the Energy Accelerator. They just opened up their applications for the Accelerator, so check it out. You can go to energyaccelerator.org. They'll be talking about the Accelerator and what it can do for your energy startup, including up to $1 million in funding for growth stage companies, mentoring, and helping you build strategic relationships to grow your company. The graduating cohort will be at Wetware also, so you can hear firsthand about what the Accelerator experience is. Following closely on the heels of Wetware Wednesday on June 13th is that following Friday is Startup Paradise Demo Day. This demo day will highlight 13 startups from both the Energy Accelerator and Blue Startups. They're expecting a crowd of about 300, including investors, entrepreneurs, policymakers, students, and other stakeholders. So sign up if you haven't registered. Sign up soon. Because another big bonus of attending Demo Day is that their keynote speaker is Dave McClure, venture capitalist and founding partner of 500 Startups. It's a seed fund and an incubator program in Mountain View, California. He's invested in and worked with a list of amazing companies, so he is not one to be missed. Just a reminder, Startup Paradise is on Friday, June 13th, and it's going to be at Iolani School. Also, if you need any legal advice regarding your business, HTDC is offering free legal guidance in partnership with the Business Law Corps. You can sign up for a free 30-minute appointment at the Manoa Innovation Center during June and July. Please visit htdc.org/legal to sign up for a half an hour appointment. Free legal advice. That's huge. Legal advice is like $300 an hour usually. So it's a good deal. Lastly, calling all SBIR Phase 1 winners. HTDC offers the state's matching fund for up to 50% of your Phase 1 award. So if that's you and you've recently won a Phase 1 SBIR, please contact us at sbir@htdc.org. And now, moving on to our wonderful guests for today, we have Dave Aquino from Blue Planet Foundation, Blue Startup, and we have Spencer Toyama, founder of Sudoku.
Yeah.
Yes?
Yes.
All right, very good. I wanted to ask you, what is Sudoku?
We're like startups for hire, I guess. In this case, we build web technology or kind of anything that requires coding and design.
Awesome. And your customers mostly startups?
Yeah. Actually, we have one client that's in Blue Startups, and we work a lot with Blue Planet Foundation because we like them and we really believe in what they're trying to do. So, Wefficiency is kind of what we're peddling today.
Awesome. Okay, yeah. And
but for a good cause. It's all for very, very good cause.
We have a little animation. Did Sudoku build the animation?
Kind of. I mean, it was a pretty collaborative effort. I don't know if we can take like full credit for it, but it's actually a really big team effort to get this thing done.
Right.
Yeah, it's a great video. We're going to show that right now. Kind of explain.
Every day, nonprofit organizations in our communities do good, feeding the hungry, caring for our kupuna, teaching our students. Imagine if we could help them do better. What if there was a way to magically provide them more resources so they can do even more to make our community stronger? Now there is, and it's not magic, it's called Wefficiency. Blue Planet's Wefficiency platform unlocks the power of energy efficiency for nonprofits. All it takes is us to help them get there. So how does this all work? We know that energy is expensive, and too many nonprofits are stuck using old lights, old air conditioners, or inefficient equipment in their buildings. They end up spending a lot more on electricity than they need to. This is where we can help. When you loan money to your favorite Wefficiency project, it goes to pay for new equipment that will help the nonprofit use less energy right away. Once there are enough supporters like you to fund the project, the energy upgrades are installed by a professional energy contractor. The nonprofit will immediately see a reduction on their electricity bills, and they can use those savings to pay you back. What will you do with the money you get back? It's up to you. You can recycle it into another Wefficiency project, donate it, or put it back in your pocket. It's simple. Your support will help nonprofits to spend less on energy bills and more on things that really matter. And you can help without spending a cent. Thank you for your generosity. Visit wefficiency.org to start helping your favorite nonprofits today.
That is very cool. That's such a, I love the animation too. It's
thanks.
very
Thank you.
cute. I like it. So explain kind of, the video kind of explains how Wefficiency works, but what do you see when you go to wefficiency.org?
Right, so Wefficiency is a online crowdfunding platform that allows nonprofits to pool together community support to fund energy upgrades. And these are energy upgrades like high efficiency lighting, like the nice LEDs we have here, or things like efficient air conditionings, Energy Star appliances, solar, and it helps the nonprofits therefore to save thousands of dollars on their electricity bills.
Just for operating, right?
Yep, just for operating. So really pulling together community to help the nonprofits become energy efficient and in turn do more great work for the community. You know, they can put those thousands of dollars into their programs that educate or focus on health and human services and different things like that. So it's really this tool that allows nonprofits to do more good for the community.
That's great. So if I go and can I choose like what nonprofit I want to
So
help?
right now, we just launched actually the platform last week with 3 campaigns. So 3 separate nonprofits. We have YWCA, Damien Memorial School, and Hawaii Public Radio. So those are our first 3 campaigns. But any nonprofit can participate. If you're a 501c3 and you pay an electricity bill, you can benefit from Wefficiency.
Wow, that's great. How do you participate? How do you become a project?
Well, from the nonprofit side, you can log into our website, wefficiency.org, and you can contact us, say, hey, we want to do an energy upgrade project. Our lights are looking old, or AC is broken, or something, and we want to really, lower energy bills and benefit from this. But, from the general community, we're asking that anybody, come to the site and, support your nonprofits. Whether it's $5 or $10, $100, any amount. That's the beauty of crowdfunding. Anyone can participate. You don't have to be a huge donator. And in this case, they're not even donations. We're calling them loanations because you actually get your money back. And that's amazing. The first time ever you could give your money, help a nonprofit, and get it back, and then roll it over to help the next nonprofit and get it back. So it's just kind of like pass it forward idea, and it's the first of its kind, and the beauty of energy efficiency is that it helps the nonprofit save on electricity month after month after month. Keeps on going, even with rising energy costs, is really so beneficial for the nonprofits too.
And is it kind of like Kickstarter where you have to hit the project amount?
Yeah.
Before it triggers?
It's an all or nothing thing because that's actually what it takes to get those energy efficiency improvements installed. You can't install
part
half
of it.
Yeah.
So how does that work?
So right now
There's like a certain time limit?
Yeah, so there's a time limit to all of it, and kind of similar to Kickstarter, the challenge for us in building it where there are a few, like, they seem like small things, but there are those like key components that just made it something that we had to build in a very custom fashion. One of them is that you can choose to make your loanation a donation. So you can choose to actually get your money back. The nonprofits that save money, they actually pay you back with the energy savings, or you can opt to make it a donation. And that was one little key component that no other crowdfunding platform can do. And for us, what's really interesting about the project is that this wasn't possible before today, or at least from a technological point of view. You couldn't reach out to hundreds of thousands of people and ask them to do a little bit and actually be able to automate the math to get their money back. And, that wasn't possible before now, and so David was kind of like the guy that thought of this whole thing, and we were just lucky enough to be able to build it, and that's what's really exciting for Pseudo Crew, but also for the nonprofits. I think it does a lot of good for them.
Right. So our team, I mean, Blue Planet Foundation as a whole, we kind of brainstormed up this idea and came up with the concept, worked with Pseudocro to refine it. But we were really looking at, who's like the hardest people to reach as far as like getting energy upgrades, and nonprofits was one area that is like, it's so tough for them to do energy upgrades because they have limited budgets.
And nobody even thinks about
Yeah.
that either. When you
Yeah.
think of nonprofits, you just
Yeah.
think of their program.
They have
Right.
barriers to financing that a lot of organizations don't have.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
So they have to apply for grant funding or financing, which can be difficult because they don't have the same what's it called, like tax and credit
Right.
requirements.
But I think overall, energy is not top of mind for them. With limited staff, and tiny budgets,
It's like the
and they just
last
they're
thing.
thinking about, how do we benefit our community? How do we make our program successful? Not what is our energy bill going to be in 2017 per se, even though that does have effect on their bottom line in the long run. It's just energy is not really on top of mind for them. So Wefficiency kind of like brings that all together for them and really makes it easy for them to find out what their upgrades are, the most cost-effective upgrades are, and then to broadcast that to the crowd and then get the support and get them installed all within a matter of a month or two.
Wow. So do you actually go to the nonprofit and do like an energy assessment?
Not me. But
Yeah.
Blue
So
Planet
and
Foundation?
this is another part about Wefficiency that's totally unique. We partner with different energy contractors in the community. So we'll actually pair a nonprofit with a professional energy expert. They go in and say, hey, walk through with the nonprofits. Be like, hey, we can change out these lights to more efficient ones. Your air conditioning is not running up to par. We can tune that up for you. And then hand in hand with the nonprofit, they come up with a project that they post on Wefficiency for the crowd to contribute towards.
So all these projects are very vetted by the Blue Planet Foundation and their contractors, so that when they're promising these energy savings back, that they know that
Pretty sure.
that it's going to happen. Also, we're pretty sure that energy costs are not going to go much lower, and
Yeah.
they've gone up consistently over the years. And Hawaii has the third highest energy costs in the world. I think we're behind like Belgium and Austria or something like that, but we're definitively the highest in the nation.
Interesting. And is the assessment free? Does the nonprofit
Yep.
get that?
So the assessment's totally free for the nonprofit, and that's because the contractor will get to do the upgrades. Once the project's fully
I see,
funded.
I see.
So it's kind of a way to for the contractors to be like, hey, we have all these clients out there, nonprofits that we want to do work on, but they just can't afford it. So this is a tool that helps the nonprofits unlock those energy savings through crowdfunding.
That is interesting. So you can get your money back, even if you
Yeah.
put in $5.
Put in $5, help one of the nonprofits save energy, get your money back. It's simple, and it's first time ever that we
That's
that a
interesting.
crowdfunding platform has focused on that.
And then how long are the projects typically? Or the fundraising
We're
period,
trying to limit
I
it
guess?
to around 30 days, depending on the nonprofit. Kind of similar to Kickstarter, where you can set your limits to how long you want to run your campaign. Because these campaigns are pretty intense. I want to say, like when you're, it's like any other fundraising campaign for a nonprofit. It takes a lot of energy and effort to do. And you don't want to be doing it for 200 days out of the year, right?
Yeah,
So
that's true.
we're trying to limit it and make sure that they get the money that they need to make these improvements.
Okay. And then is it kind of like a Kickstarter where you actually said there's videos of the nonprofit to
Yeah.
kind of sell their project?
Yeah, so they say the percentage of your success goes up, 2 or 3 times if you create a video, and that's because
Wow.
people don't want to read 2 pages of text,
Yeah.
or rather just watch a 1-minute video.
And you can see somebody's face, right?
and-
You can see
yeah,
a person.
and it's personal. You get to see, wow, this is the nonprofit. These are the people I'm helping. And I think that's what the benefit of making a video is. And if you look on the Wefficiency website right now, the nonprofits all have videos that talk about why they're doing this project and how it's going to benefit them.
Great.
Yeah, you guys actually did an amazing job with the videos.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
They look really...
It was a really fast turnaround, but it came out really, really
Looks
nice.
good.
I hope
Yeah.
anyone watching, just watch the videos at least.
Yeah,
They're
yeah.
really well done.
Yeah, we worked with Gabriel Kabegbeg from Cloud9 Studios, and he just jumped in, helped us create the videos within a week, I think. Everything from scripting to filming to editing and then getting them up on the website. It was
Wow.
like amazing turnaround.
That's great. So tell me about the projects that you have up there now.
Right now we have Damien Memorial School, YWCA, and Hawaii Public Radio. Actually, right now, Hawaii Energy is matching $500 in the next 24 hours. Actually, by noon tomorrow. What is that? The 4th.
For Damien.
Yeah, so we kind of challenged Damien to raise $500 in the next 24 hours, and
Nice.
Hawaii Energy will match it. And we're always looking for other business partners that might be able to give similar contributions of matching contributions to these nonprofits that they support, like HPR and YWCA.
Nice. Very good.
Yeah, and I think YWCA's, we just came from their leader luncheon,
Mhm.
and that was a really amazing event. But I think their project is 14,000, a little under $15,000 to raise, but it saves them $8,000 a year in energy savings. So if you think about that, that's over $80,000 over the life of those improvements that they can put towards service in the community.
Yeah,
you
like
know?
empowering young women. I think that's their mission. You know,
Yeah,
so.
yeah, putting on their classes. They do the Dress for Success and all these other things that help women in the state.
Right, and these matching contributions come from small businesses and Hawaii Energy. You know, they're not matching donations; they're matching loanations. So again,
I see.
they can get
So
their
it's
money
like an
back. Also.
investment
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's
for
like-
them.
yeah.
Yeah,
Sort
so even Nella Media Group was kind enough to offer two night stay at Aqua Resorts for whoever has the most likes in their energy tip on Facebook. And the Box Jelly has offered to match up to $200. Hawaii Energy and Pseudo Crew, of course, has offered to match some money too.
Awesome.
So I think all in all, it's like the entire community has come together, from tech, you know, to energy efficiency organizations. Everyone's coming together to say, hey, you know, we want to help these nonprofits, and Wefficiency is the smartest way to do this because of, you know, because of the energy savings and because we can get our money back.
That's
Yeah.
great. So is Wefficiency fully like just a nonprofit, or is just a platform?
It's just a platform from Blue Planet Foundation.
Yeah, so Blue
Okay.
Planet Foundation, you know, we kind of dreamt up the idea and we developed it, and it is purely a platform just to help nonprofits, you know, one, save energy, but more importantly, do more great work, whatever their mission is, you know. So
That's great. So Blue Planet Foundation funded the building of Wefficiency.
funded it, kind of dreamt up the idea, you know. Our mission is to clear the path for renewable energy in Hawaii and the use of fossil fuels on Earth. So, you know, anything we can do to help nonprofits, help residents, you know, influence policy to help incorporate more renewable energy and more energy conservation, you know, we strive towards that every day. So Wefficiency was just kind of another way to go about doing that and focusing on an area which hasn't been looked at too closely in our nonprofits.
That's amazing. That's a great idea. So if any of you guys are interested in sponsoring nonprofits to get more energy efficient, and also if you're looking for someone to help build your web app, if you're a startup and you need any kind of help, right?
Yeah.
Sudoku is your problem solution people,
We're,
your go-to people.
Professional problem solvers. I think that's
Exactly.
what it says in the business.
Professional problem solvers. That's awesome. Very good. So thank you so much for being here.
Thank
David
you. Thank
Aquino
you.
from Blue
Appreciate it.
Planet Foundation and Spencer Toyama from Sudoku.
Thanks, Cindy.
Very awesome. Such good news. I'm so excited. So check out Wefficiency.org, Damien, YWCA, and
Hawaii-
NPR,
Hawaii
HPR,
Public Radio.
Yeah.
Yep.
Hawaii Public Radio. Those are all awesome organizations to support. So thank you so much for watching us. And this has been High Growth with HTDC. I'm your host, Cindy Matsuki. And we'll see you next time. Thank you.